Hey, so today I'm going to be showing you around my home gym, showing you from the first thing I bought to the very last thing I purchased. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so the first thing I bought was 8-pound dumbbells right here since when I was 13 years old. So these were super heavy to me when I started out. I can only maybe get like 4 on each arm, 5 on each arm. For bicep curls, sadly that's all I did was bicep curls, push-ups, and sit-ups. The next thing I bought was just one 12-pound dumbbell. There was none left at the store I bought them from. So I ended up just buying one. My dad bought me another one a few months later. So after I bought the 12-pound dumbbells, a few months later, me and my mom, we were looking on Kijiji for a bar. I ended up getting my first phone, wanted to watch some YouTube videos for fitness tips, and I didn't know about gym equipment, and people were using barbells all the time, so we ended up finding a pretty standard one. It's a 10-pound bar. So I do apologize for the noise in the background. My gym is in the basement. Great way to start YouTube, Tiago. Your thumb is in the middle of the screen. I will get better at editing as I go. Oddly enough, I don't know how to split up the picture. And our air vent goes on at a set time, so I'm really sorry about that. After I bought the bar, I was getting a little stronger over time, and I asked my mom if I could buy a pair of 35-pound dumbbells. We went to Canadian Tire, and they were there, so I ended up buying those dumbbells. So these are honestly amazing. My friend always calls them old school dumbbells. So they are steel, and I really like using them. My favorite thing to do with them is hammer curls. I just like the feeling of the grip, even though it ain't much. They were super cheap when I got them, and I really enjoy using these. Okay, so when I was in grade 10, I did have a gym membership, but I couldn't always get a ride to the gym because I can't drive. It was a 45-minute walk, so I could go, but in the wintertime, it got dark really easily. Really fast, and it was just hard to walk at night. So I asked for permission if I could go and buy some equipment so I can do some workouts if I can't always get a ride and things like that. So I went to a store and ended up buying a barbell. It's an Olympic barbell, it weighs 45 pounds. I got half a squat rack, call it half of one. Please enjoy my voice as I horribly explain to you why my squat rack is not a full squat rack because it is missing the safeties, and enjoy my horrible editing. 2-rep limit before I rack it. When I said horrible editing, I was only referring to that one part. I think I did a pretty good job the rest of the way. Good job, Tiago. After that, I bought some plates. So with the bar, I got two 25-pound plates, two 10-pound plates, 4 5s, and 4 2.5s. And the reason for this wide variety was just to give myself a wide variety. When I got this, I wasn't the most strongest person. So I think my bar over here could get to 145 pounds. I never actually performed a real deadlift before this, so I got maybe 145 pounds for like 4 or 5 reps, and I was super proud of that. I also got 2 clips because without those, I would definitely be sliding weight off the bar. And I like using the ranges of weight that I can use. Man, I suck at editing. Instead of just getting 245s, 235s, or 245s, 225s, I couldn't really see myself building any strength or really getting much hypertrophy out of that. So the reason why I went with this bench was because it can go both incline and as well as decline. It was the only bench I saw that can do both. And I know it holds 500 pounds, but I count that as my body weight as well. And at the time, my 1-rep max for bench press was like maybe like 145, 150 pounds. So it wasn't anything crazy. So I definitely saw room for improvement. It's just a great bench to have in general. So personally, I really like this barbell. I have honestly no issues with it at all. I know a lot of people like to buy different kinds of barbells. At the time I bought this, I didn't honestly know that there was different kinds of barbells. I thought they were all the same besides the 10-pound one I found. I knew there was an easy curl bar, but for Olympic barbells, I didn't know that there was any other options. But I really do like this one, and I don't plan on buying another anytime soon. Nothing much to say about these plates. I just saw myself getting really strong compared to when I bought the bar at first and all the plates there. And I did want to increase my bench press and just play with more weight at home, to be honest, because the workouts at home were getting a little easier. And when I bought these, they were 88 cents per pound. So I was like, wow, not too bad. So these are great. I use them all the time, but they do slide off the bar very easily. So thank God I got those clips because the very first day I got these, I wasn't using clips when one was sliding off, and I actually have a video of that. Went left and right, and well, it was super embarrassing. So one of the plates had a scratch, well, more than a scratch, a few few scratches, dents. Um, well, when I was using them, they still feel great. Use them all the time. I really like these. Sorry, that was a long video of my plates, but yeah, now you know what they look like. So because I didn't have cables, I ended up buying some bands. So at first I ended up buying most resistant band. I thought it was super strong and I ended up buying it, so really couldn't use it super effectively. And then I ended up buying two of the second lightest resistant bands. I would use these, pretend them that they are cables. I'll have a series in the future like how I would use these instead of cables for chest presses, flies, tricep pushdowns, and stuff like that. So these were great. So a little bit of a backstory to me getting this dual cable machine. I went to a gym one day to work out, and I didn't know the mask thing was on for gyms. They have to wear it in the gym, and the manager comes up to me because I'm not wearing a mask, and I was bench pressing, and I was caught off by it, and I told him no problem. I put it on, and I knew it would be kind of hard, but it was extremely hard, and I didn't like working out at all with the mask on. So when my mom picked me up from the gym, I was just telling her that I had a hard workout. They told me that I had to wear my mask, and I just didn't know about it. And it was hard to breathe during the workout. I mean, a bonus tip is if your nose is dripping, it's in your mask. It's gross. But yeah, no, it was a hard work, and I just asked her like, can can we look into getting a cable machine? It's not something that will just sit in our basement. I've looked at them before. They're not too expensive. Some are extremely, but some are actually like kind of cost efficient. And it won't be just something sitting down doing nothing. I use it all the time. And ultimately, she said yes, and mom's the boss. So when looking into one, I found this one, and this is the one you've been looking at for the last like 2 minutes. It has a Smith machine, which is the red bar that connects to the plates in the bottom, has a lap pull down, a pull up bar, really smooth cables, the smoothest I've ever felt in my life, and it came with a lifetime warranty. So all the attachments you see here came with the machine. The handles, the tricep rope, those bands I just leave there, a baton, and whatever that thing is. And it came with these two bars here. One's an easy curl bar and one's just a straight bar. They both attach to the cables itself. So each side of this holds up to 200 pounds plus an extra 5-pound plate that goes along with it. Each plate is 10 pounds with each side having 20 plates and both sides having the extra 5-pound weight. Then the next thing after that, I ended up buying 40-pound dumbbells. So this is just the pair of the sweet 40-pound dumbbells I got. They are also steel and they have an amazing grip. Okay, so for incline presses and things like that, if I wasn't using a barbell, I did want to use dumbbells to have a bigger range of motion, and the most I had were 40s. So when I would want to go heavier, I would get one of my brothers to push down the weight of the dumbbells when I would press them up, and that worked and it was a lot of fun. So I did want to get an extra pair of dumbbells or two, and they were on sale from when I looked at them last. And so I took advantage of it, and I got a pair of 25s and a pair of 55s. So as you can see here, as I was awkwardly explaining that these are the 55-pound dumbbells, I just wanted something in between 40 and 70 pounds. The 70s are not mine, they are a family friend of ours, and it's just lended to me for the meantime. And they have been great, and that's why I also got the pair of 25s, just to get something in between 12 and 35. Um, it's just to get different varieties and just to perform different exercises better. It's not always heavier weight that does the trick. It's many times lighter weight and better form, but there is definitely a place for heavier weight. And speaking of heavier weight, here are the 70-pound dumbbells that my family friend let me use. And I can't stress this enough that I'm super grateful and thankful to my family friend for letting me use these through like lockdowns and gyms are closed and different things. So I'm truly, really grateful. And I most recently bought two 45-pound plates and two 35-pound plates. 35s are steel and the 45s are rubber. I bought a landmine as well. Now, I really do like it, but I do have some like I don't know, just things about it that I don't like. It scratches my bar a little bit, but I don't know. I don't use a bar for it to look good. If I'm gonna use it, I don't really care if it has some scratches or something. It's just a little bit of a downer, and it has some kind of like little piece. Like I guess that's off, but I don't know. It's just like a little crackish thing, but I don't mind as long as I can use it. Then I'm fine with it. Okay, so now I'll show you just around like the space and where I keep everything. So here on the left is where I keep my dumbbells. So it ranges from 8 pounds to 70 pounds, but I don't have everything in between. So my dumbbells go from 8, 12, 25, 35, 40, 55, and 70 pounds. Over here to my right, we have where I have my squat rack and plates and stuff. So here's my bench, my barbell, my squat rack. So I have the even amount of plates on each side. I have two 45-pound plates on each side, 135, 125, 110, two fives, and two 2.5. Plus the bar, my bar can weigh up to 395 pounds. Over here behind my bench, I have my landmine. I don't bench or do any like squat when it's there. And over here in the center, I have my cable set up. I have friends who work out with me all the time here, and I'm surprised that they didn't steal one of these water bottles. Um, I just leave that there for decoration. I guess I never use them. As soon as it was installed, I just never took them out. And I have some other attachments here. The other two attachments I have are the bars that it came with. Down here is my weight belt. My uncle ended up buying me one, which was great. I use it all the time. And over here in the corner, I have a barbell. So I wanted to apologize for the breathing in the background. Honestly, when I was making the video, I had no idea that there was any noise around me because I was just so nervous. And I don't know if my cameraman was either, but yeah, I guess he didn't realize it either. But what I was explaining in this corner was my bar that I have 65 pounds of weight in. The bar is 10. I have four 10-pound plates, two fives and two 2.5s. One five cracked and broke, and then the one of my tens actually broke as well. And at the time when I was using this, I did learn a lot from it. So was it worth it? 100%. It was a great experience with it. I don't use it anymore now, but yeah, I had a great time working out with this bar very often. All right, so that's my home gym. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. So I am going to make videos in the future. If you have any ideas for me to do, I have a whole bunch myself, but obviously not enough. So I do want to see what you guys, I don't even know how many people are going to watch this video or not, but if you guys have any requests, you can DM me on my Instagram, you comment down. Subscribe if you want to see workout videos and like educational videos, things like that. I'm going to be talking about a lot of nutrition workouts that I've done and want to do. I'm willing to test out workouts as well and things like that. So if you want to DM me on my Instagram or comment, my Instagram is tiagos.fitness. It's tiagos.fitness. And I'll post on my story before I post a YouTube video and things like that. So thanks so much for sticking around, and I hope to see you in the next video.